back to my channel, and in today's video I'm gonna be showing you guys on how to create a working car spawning GUI from scratch. And yeah, so let's get started. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna insert a basically a screen GUI into starter GUI. So to open Explorer and Properties, go to View, click on Explorer and Properties, and then you should get these windows. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna name the screen GUI that we have in here to the name Purchase GUI. Make sure to copy the same lettering and the basically fonts I use, but like in terms of that, what I mean is basically like well, just so you get a working GUI and such. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna insert a scrolling frame. We're gonna drag it here. We're gonna size it to our likings. I'm gonna size it like that. Line it up to the middle of the screen, and we are gonna go ahead and use a background color of black, and then transparency. Let's do 0.5. And now since we've done that, we're gonna go ahead and add let's see what we are gonna add. We're gonna change this to the word frame. We're gonna add a image label. Image label. And after we add an image label, we're gonna put it like right there, and then let's go ahead and add a bool value. So bool value into the image label, and call this so change the name of purchase to, the name from value to purchased. And what that's gonna do is basically gonna tell the server that you basically purchased the car. And then we want to add a text label into image label. So text button technically. And then we're gonna put it down here. We're gonna size it to our likings again, and we're gonna use the custom style to Roblox rounded. And we are gonna go ahead and change the label of that to purchase. So like so, you can change it to whatever color you want. I'm gonna keep it at this. And we are also gonna add a price label, which is basically a text label. We're gonna put it in here. So whatever price the car is gonna be. So change this to price label. Once we've done that, now we're gonna add a script, local script, into the text button. And to make it easy for myself, I already wrote the scripts, so I'm just gonna copy and paste them into the text button and such. So if you guys want to pause the video and go ahead and write the script, you could go ahead and do that. But I'm gonna continue on without writing it because this tutorial is gonna be fast and easy. It should take roughly depending on how fast you type, should take at least an hour to make this GUI working. So now we want to go ahead and add a local script into the price label. So local script, and again, pause the video, copy it down, make sure everything is correct. I am also gonna put the GUI into the description, including some other things, and yeah. So now let's go ahead and close out of this stuff. And once we've done that, we could go ahead and duplicate the image label, so Control D, and then move it to your liking. You could also use a what you want to call it. Basically, you are able to use a normal frame or a scrolling frame. I recommend a scrolling frame because then you can scroll down to view your images, unlike a normal frame where it's still and you can only put as much as you can, depending on the size. So we're gonna keep out the size, and we're gonna put 6 of these. So I'm gonna duplicate and then move them down like so. And once we've done that, we want to go ahead and close out of the frame for now, and add a text button into the purchase GUI. So this will be basically the open and close button for the main GUI. So make it to the liking of what you want. Change the style. I'm gonna do Roblox rounded button, and you can name it whatever you want. I'm gonna name it shop. You can name it car spawn stuff. So it's gonna be shop for me. And then you want to add a local script into the text button. So local script, and pause the video again, copy it down onto your into your game, and again, should not take you that long. And once you've done that, we are able to close and open the GUI. So just to double check, we're gonna invisible the frame. We're gonna join the game, and what this should do is, if you click shop, it should open the shop. This is still not functioning because it's not ready. Oh, and by the way, one thing you need to do, which I forgot to do, is go back to your frame, make it visible. And one thing I did forget to do is go ahead. Okay, one other thing is go to the purchase GUI, and where it says reset on spawn, make sure to uncheck that, because if you buy cars, it's gonna reset the GUI when you respawn or you die, and then you gotta repurchase the cars, which is not good. So make sure to uncheck that if you do want to keep your cars after respawning. So what we need to do is open back up the image labels, and we forgot to change the text to price. And why we want to name it price is because if it's named label, and when the script works, it's not going to show us the value of the vehicle. And if it doesn't show us the value of the vehicle, it's basically not gonna we're not gonna know how much the car is gonna be in. It's basically gonna mess us up. So once you've done that, let me double check real quick. Let's see. Okay, so once we've done that, we could then again, for now we're gonna close out the GUI. Well, we're gonna leave it. But what we are gonna do now is we're gonna add some events into replicated storage. So we want to add a remote function. So a remote function, and what we're gonna name the remote function is check price. And why we want to name it check price is so when the scripts run, it will check the price of the vehicle from server storage once we put vehicles in there, and it's basically gonna input the value and such into basically the price, and it's gonna tell you how much the vehicle is. And now we also want to add a remote event and name it spawn car. And after we add it, well, this one is going to help you spawn the car in. So after we added those, what we then want to do is go ahead and insert some cars. So I already prepared like a pack for this video. So just get it from the description. After you open tools in the studio, go to these 4 boxes, and this should be my models. And you want to go ahead and drag out the model I put in. And one thing I'm going to tell you is, let me make this frame not visible, is these cars you want to unpack. And let's say this car, if the car or any other car you want to put into the game doesn't have a primary part, go ahead and click primary part and then click on the driver's seat, so like so, and that'll make you able to spawn the car in. So, and the other thing you want to do is go to server storage and add a folder and call the folder cars, and this is where your cars are going to be stored. And now we're gonna go back to the frame and see how it's called image label. We want to go ahead and copy the name of the car. So this is a Nissan Skyline. We're gonna go here. We're gonna paste the name, and what that will do is basically it's gonna go ahead and so for what image label it is, it's basically gonna know what card to spawn when you purchase it, or what card to purchase. If we put like a Nissan GTR under a Mercedes G-Wagon image label, then basically you're gonna get ripped off, and it's gonna mess up your day and make you sad. So after we copied everything, let me finish this off. I'm gonna explain one more thing you need to do before you store the cars. Is once we've done that, we want to go into the car and open the car, and what you want to do is add a int value. So click on the plus and type in int value, and it should be in the values. Once you added an int value, you want to go in here and change the name to whatever name you want. So some of these some of the cars should have a 0 value. Change the value to whatever you want. So we're gonna put this car to 1090, and this car to 2000, and just change the car values to whatever price you want. Let's make this racing GTR 6000. Make it reasonable. Let's go to the Tesla. This should already, nope, it doesn't. Let's make it 4000. Just after you change the int values of the car pack or whatever cars you added, just go ahead and let me finish this off. Oh shoot, this car doesn't have a price. Let me add an int value. There we go. Change it to price, and then change it to whatever you want. I'm gonna do that. And now, once all these cars have a value and you checked that all your frames, image labels have a name under them, go ahead and highlight the vehicles and drag them into server storage into the cars folder. So once we've done that, we want to open the GUI back up, and we want to go ahead and change the images. So this is a Nissan Skyline. So we are going to go to inventory, or you could go to create, and go to decals and then choose the image files and put them into here, and then from there you go back to your inventory, decals, and then what car was that? It was, oops, that car was a Nissan Skyline. So we are gonna go to the Nissan Skyline, or whatever name you put in, and we're gonna copy the ID number. Once we've copied the ID number, we're gonna click on the image label, and we're gonna go to image and paste it in, and like so, it should put an image of the car that you have put into the game. So I'm gonna quickly time lapse for the rest of the vehicles. So make it easy, and yeah, so I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so since I don't have a picture of a G-Wagon 6x6, I'm just gonna leave it blank for now. And once we've added all the cars, what we will do now is we're gonna go ahead and close out, or put the GUI invisible, and we are gonna, for the last part, we're gonna add a script into server script service. And for the server script service script, and then I'm gonna paste in the GUI or the script, and then change the cache value to whatever you want. So for the tutorial, I'm gonna put it to 1,000,000, so we have enough for the basically the tutorial. So pause the video and copy down the script and change the cache. Okay, so once we've done that, what we are gonna do is we're gonna hit play, and hopefully all this stuff works. So we have 1,000,000 cache, and when we click the GUI, let me see what I did wrong. Oh shoot, I accidentally deleted the frame. Oopsie. So okay, sorry about that. Let's get back in, and what we should see is that our cache is down. Actually, that's a quick fix we could do. Is for you guys, it will be the correct amount. I'm just gonna edit my leader stats and add 1,000,000. So once we press shop, what should happen is the cars should display, and the price of the cars, which the image label is price. And since the script has some commands to check the price and also spawn cars, it would check the price of the cars by going into the server storage and cars folder, and then check the price of the vehicle. That's why we went ahead and changed the basically value, well, not the value but the name of the vehicle, to the correct one. And basically now, if we hit purchase for this Skyline, our money is gonna go down. Or we buy a GTR, this GTR, Tesla, the G-Wagon, or the BMW, our money should go down. So I'm gonna spawn in a skyline. So basically, in this script, we had to make it so when we spawn the car, it basically didn't fall apart. And so also, if we check workspace, it will say the name of the car. So this is my car under the player's car, and then it will put the name of the car. So if we go ahead and go in, we press turn on, and we can see that the car works normally. Or we want to spawn in a GTR, this also should work, which it does. And most of these cars are manual, but not all of them are automatic. Same as we could try the G-Wagon, oops, which accidentally glitched. Yeah, this car is glitching for some odd reason, so maybe don't use it, or change the area that's the car is spawning in. And then you could try the BMW, the Tesla, or the other GTR, and all this stuff should work. But the inconvenient part is if you don't know how to script and you use this, which I don't know how to script properly, and then players could go in and spam cars, like they're gonna go ahead and start spamming cars and lagging out the server. So make sure to find the script and put it in, so it limits how much you could spawn in, or make it so when you spawn in a vehicle, it deletes the last vehicle. So the other thing I want to check is if we reset, is this stuff gonna disappear and it will want to purchase? Nope, we're good. We could still purchase cars. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell icon, and go ahead and join the group, which we're gonna be using for tutorials. I'm gonna put in the basically the link to the model pack, and also the link to this place which you could use to get your to get a head start on your UI. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Built a